Good afternoon, student. This is Vijay Vane. We will start the grammar portion first, and that we have already covered in the class, but I will repeat here so that those students who were not available for online classes will watch this video and make their concept clear. So we will start with the noun. So noun is nothing but name. ऑलरेडी यू हैव लर्न इट इन दी मराठी. तो किसी भी चीज़ का जो नाम है उसको हम बोलेंगे नाउन. देन दैट नाउन मे बी ऑफ एनी लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग थिंग. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू टेक एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ लिविंग थिंग, देन राम, श्याम, हरि, संगीता, etc. are different names. On the other hand, if we take an example of the dead or non-living thing, then chair, book, heel, etc. again are the name. So that name is nothing but the noun. So depending upon which type of name it is, they are divided into different parts. So let's take it one by one. Major division of the noun is proper noun and common noun. So how to remember this? So if you properly look at the name, proper means specific and common means general. So proper noun means the particular or specific name given to particular thing. That thing may be living or non-living. For example, if we take an example of hills, so there are number of hills. For example, Nilgiri, Himalaya, Satpura, etc. But when we see hills, it is a general or common noun. So whenever we are giving the general name for anything, it will be your common noun. But if we take an example of Himalaya, Nilgiri, Satpura, means we are giving name to the particular hill. So such name, that is specific name, is called proper noun. So this is the major differentiation between the common noun and proper noun. So by taking some example, we will differentiate it. Now let's take an example. Ram is very good boy. So here boy represents the general group. That boy may be anything, but when I say Ram, so Ram is the proper noun. Okay, so boy is common noun. On the other hand, Ram is the proper noun. Similarly, Mount Everest is the highest peak of the Himalaya. Here, Mount Everest and Himalaya both are the noun. So Himalaya is again the particular name of the hill, and Mount Everest is the name of the peak. So here both are the proper noun. One more very good example regarding our trains I want to give. Now listen this example properly. All trains are late due to rain, but Dakshin Express will arrive on time. So here in this statement, trains is the group of number of train. That train may be express, that train may be passenger, that train may be Gorakhpur Express, that train may be the Dakshin Express, etc. But when I give the particular name to that train, and I will say that the Gorakhpur train will arrive on time, or Dakshin Express will arrive on time, means now I have chosen that particular train. So Dakshin Express will be your proper noun. On the other hand, trains will be your common noun. So in this way, you have to differentiate in between the proper and common noun. So there are number of such examples which can be given. On that you have to understand which one is the proper and which one is the common noun. Now we will see The further division of common noun into two parts. Common nouns are divided into two parts, that are countable and uncountable noun. So again, this category can be understood properly by understanding its name. Countable means those things which can be counted, and uncountable means those things which cannot be counted. So counting generally means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So those things which can be counted like this in integer will be called as countable noun, and those things cannot be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be called uncountable noun. It doesn't mean that that thing cannot be counted in other form. For example, sugar, you cannot count it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you can count it in terms of kilogram. So, uncountable noun or uncountable things can be counted in terms of some unit. Water, another example, we cannot count it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you can count it as 1 liter, 2 liter, etc. So liter is the unit of that uncountable water. So generally those things which are uncountable noun have some different unit to count it. But those things which can be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are called countable noun. So what are the example of that? For example, pen. Give me 1 pen, 2 pen, 3, 4, 3 pen, 4 pen. So we can count it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the countable noun. Another example, book. Give me 1 book, 2 book, 3 book, etc. So all these are nothing but which can be counted are the countable noun. So it's over for today. If you have any doubt regarding the countable and uncountable noun or pronoun, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.